Investigators from the United States, the UK, France, and Canada are all working together to try to figure out what caused a submersible to implode 8 days ago. All 5 people on board Titan died. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joins us live with the latest developments on their investigation. Alex.
Hi, Steve. And a big development today, investigators were able to retrieve the Voyage data recorder. It's too soon to tell just what it may have captured and what they'll be able to retrieve. The U.S. Coast Guard, meanwhile, is now leading the investigation into what caused the Titan to implode. You know, I talked to a Dallas businessman who tells me that he previously turned down an opportunity to ride down to the Titan, rather, due to his own safety concerns. Some 12,000 feet underwater near the wreckage of the ill-fated Titanic in the North Atlantic is where debris belonging to the Titan submersible was first found last Thursday. Investigators say they have mapped out the crash site, but don't know how long it will take to salvage the Titan.
As a senior investigator, I have witnessed the personal impacts associated with these types of events.
The U.S. Coast Guard's Marine Board of Investigation will work with authorities from Canada, the U.K., and France. All 5 people on board the Titan, operated by Ocean Gate Expeditions, were killed when it imploded. Support staff lost contact with the doomed submersible 1 hour and 45 minutes into its descent to see the Titanic on June 18th.
Unfortunately, this operator, Ocean Gate, had a design and operating procedures that many of us were extremely concerned about and even warned people not to participate in their expeditions.
Victor Vescovo is a Dallas businessman and submersible pilot. He was friends with 2 of the victims, British adventurer Hamish Harding and French Titanic expert Paul-Henri Nargeolet. The Titan's unconventional design raised concerns well before the disaster. Safety experts questioned whether its carbon fiber hull could withstand the stress of repeated dives at incredible deep-sea pressure. The company also criticized the process of third-party certification, a common practice in the industry to make sure sea vessels meet the highest standards.
My primary goal is to prevent a similar occurrence by making the necessary recommendations to enhance the safety of the maritime domain worldwide.
Vescovo also knew Ocean Gate CEO Stockton Rush, who piloted the Titan. Vescovo, who is an experienced deep-sea explorer, said he declined a previous offer to go down in the Titan. It operated in international waters far outside legal jurisdiction of the U.S. and other nations.
Given the type of submersible they had and how it was being operated, it had been said many times by many of us in the community that we did feel that one day that something tragic like this could happen, and it did.
Yeah, and there's no telling just how long the investigation will take to complete. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard Board can make recommendations to prosecutors to pursue any civil or criminal charges. Back to you.
Okay, Alex Boyer in Dallas. Thank you, Alex.